So in the last video, we left off with setting up and installing Tailwind CSS. We got our configuration file. We got a couple scripts ready to be able to build our CSS. So now we need to set up an HTML file or our HTML markup for our website here. So here's an image of our website here, and then there's a image of this one. Let me shrink that. So here's an image of it on desktop and an image of it in mobile. So the thing with Tailwind is it uses a mobile first approach. So all of its classes or its utilities will be used in the mobile version, and it gets overridden as each new breakpoint comes in. So it makes sense to design your site based off of the mobile version first and moving your way up into here. So it doesn't override any classes. So if you do this, then you might as well, it may get complicated to revert backwards. So we'll take a look at the mobile and the desktop just so we don't miss anything. And let's get started. So let's remove this. Let's call this boom. I have some images, so let's copy those over. I'm going to create a new folder here called img. I'm going to copy these over. Copy folder. So I copied those. So we got some images, headphone images, different colors. The wireless headphone and our hero image over here. Well, let's link this favicon, so we can link favicon / image favicon. And that should update here. So we have these images here. So I got these images over at Unsplash. And if we type in headphone, here's a whole bunch of headphones, and listen. So we could have used a bunch of different images for that hero shot. We could have used this or this. Girl here cropped like this. Here's the photo I got right here. You could easily use that or crop the image of this to make it a little cuter or whatnot. So it's very interchangeable. You could easily create a slideshow version to market different products with different shots or different sections of the website. But that's out of scope for this project. But if you guys are interested in doing that and wanting to leave a comment and showing me, that'd be cool. I also had a bunch of SVGs. So I got those from MDI icons. So material design icons here. This site takes a little bit of time to load when I get on here. But this is the site I got most of my icons from. So let me close those. And let's focus on the markup here. So first thing, let's do this. So we need a header, we need a main and a footer. So let's do that. Save that. And up here we need a nav. Actually, let's name the nav. So we have for our mobile this, and we have this over here. So this doesn't show when it's on the desktop. So we kind of have two sections there. So what we need to do is do a div. No, let's do h1 with an a tag, and we'll put this as boom. Div boom, or actually span. And I'm actually going to grab our logo here and place it right here. So how does that look? Okay, I have this for SEO purposes, so I'm just going to add a class here, even though it is. So this is a utility class to hide anything. So we have that, and we need something there. So actually, let's do this. Do div. And we need a and this is going to be our mobile menu. Okay. So I have two SVGs there. So I have a close button. And where is it? Menu burger icon. So I'm going to do that. Show both of those. And the next section after that is we need a UL with an LI. And an A tag. That go nowhere. And I think it's headphone. And let's duplicate that. And I think it's pods and support. Yeah, pods and support. So that looks like it for the header. You can also, in your version, if you want to add more sections, if you want to change this and you don't want to use these products, you want to use maybe location or a how-to or some kind of section like that or an about, go right ahead. We're not making these pages anyways, they're just kind of placeholders just to fill out the navigation. So. All right, so now we have this section here. Let's add it over here as well. So we have this, this, and this. So we have a main kind of hero area. So let's make a section and give it a comment. I'm going to call it landing page full hero or product hero. And we need an image, so let's give it a div. And we need a span, because I have a gradient overlay right here. And there's an image. So source ./image, and we're going to use this in here. Alt equals .0. And how does that look? Okay, so we have that. So let's give it a comment, and this is hero image. We have, okay, so we have a title, we have body copy, and two links. So let's create another div, and I'm going to do an H2 because I have an H1 up here, so all the hierarchy will be, the next hierarchy will be H2 for headphone. And I have a P tag and that is learn more. And shop now. And I have the copy here in the text file, so I'm just going to copy and paste that instead. And introduction to the newest, introducing the newest addition to the Boom Pro lineup. All right, so we just got that copy here. Headphone, looks all right. And let's call this hero copy. Now I'm going to start up another section and do a div. And I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to call this section card and card image, card copy. There's also another heading here. So I'm just going to do that under 3. This is Pro. And change this to black. There's 4 images here, but I'm just going to leave this as 1 for now, just so it doesn't clutter it up. I'm gonna these are pretty big, so it's gonna stack so much that I don't want it to be in the way. Take this out. And okay, I'm just gonna copy this content over. And you can write your own copy if you want to be creative. You can do like a video game or music. Anything that's kind of in your interest, hobby, to make it more fun. All you just have to do is just replace the images, change the colors. Now, does that look right? Heading, copy, and 2 links there. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to duplicate this because that markup is pretty much this markup. So card number 2. Okay, and I'm going to add some separation just so I can see everything. Hopefully, yeah, I knew I was going to do that. So let's do this and put in the wireless version of that. We'll do Pods Pro for this image. And I'm going to copy and paste from that text file. Pod, broom, boom. Yeah, so leave any comments if you like what you see here. If you don't like what you see here. If you have anything that you want to discuss in a further video, learn more, save. And I think that's it. Okay, so that looks right. Card, image, card. The end of that section. And then end of main. So we're into the footer now. So we have here, so let's do div. and I have a UL and an LI, and I'll make this an H4 and span again. So I'm going to do that class hidden, the boom, and I'm going to copy and paste that logo again. Okay, so form there. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Copy that. Oh, what am I doing? Take that out. Boom goes in here, and it's hidden. Yeah, that makes more sense. So I have a title and 2 links. So product LI, a phones, and pods. Can't this stay on one line? It's probably copied it from over there. No, doesn't want to stay on one line. Okay, oh well. 1, 2, so company, locations, contact, follow us. Company, about, careers, locations, Canada, US, contact, email, phone. And this stuff is all just dummy content. You don't have to put as much as I am. But I wanted to give a real life example of what a footer might have in its at the bottom. So let me delete. Oops. That like that. And I'm going to add these as blanks. Target blank. Copy there. So I wanted that because anytime anybody's clicking on an external link, they shouldn't be taken off of the website. You're just driving traffic away. So let's see how that looks. I got a Facebook, Instagram, and a Twitter. I guess I could put a title as well. I guess I could have had a title for every single one of these links, so that might be a little bit too much. I'm just going to say follow. And that's about it for there. Anything else? Should I do one of those hidden things? Span Facebook class equals not hidden. And I'll change this to Instagram and Twitter. In an ideal world, these would all be coming in from like an API or something. So I wouldn't have to type it all. You just have to create like a template for it. Annoying me. There we go. Okay, so the end of our footer, we have this kind of disclaimer area with some links. So let's add that here. Might be better to put it in a secondary div. A double div. Let me do a div here. And then put this in a P. Span. And I'll do terms of use. The pipe. And what do I have? Privacy. And I think I have one called shipping. Okay, and then span. And I have copyright. Ampersand for HTML entity copy with a copyright symbol. 2020. Boom. Bomb. Boom. I'll do a pipe designed and developed by Code With Chu. Let me do an href. Okay. I think that's it for now. Anything else? Title, target, blank. And title. All right, so I think that's good. Let me see what that looks like over here. So it looks all right. It's like we've covered everything so far. Let me check over here. Oh, I have this little icon here. Let me add that. So I'm gonna put it over here. I'm just gonna give it a div and an arrow. I have a chevron. All right, there you go. I might change the chevron because if I can get a SVG that is already a curve with some rounded corners, maybe that might be a little bit easier to use. It's an href. Let me do one of those back to top things. The span. Oops. Back to top. Okay, I think that's everything. I may update that SVG at a different time. If not, we'll just keep it at that. But I think that covers everything. So we have some mobile links there, that card, and our footer. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for now. And in the next video, we'll take a look at some utility classes and how to shape this up. Maybe we'll look into typography or we'll look into spacing. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the content so far. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment down below. To stay updated with the latest content from the channel, you can subscribe by clicking right here in the middle.